Yeah, hi sir. Suraj here. Sir, shall we start?
I am audible clearly.
You are audible, sir. Perfect and clear.
Yes, then you can start.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start. So, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining the call. On behalf of BNK Securities, we welcome you to Punjab National Bank 3Q FY23 post result conference call. We have with us today the management team of Punjab National Bank, represented by Mr. Atul Kumar Goel, MD and CEO, sir, and all the executive directors and all senior officials of the bank. I would now request MD and CEO sir to start the call with his opening remarks on 3Q FY23 results, post which we will start the Q&A session. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Suraj, and the Mudra also. Before I give I welcome all the team from the analysts who are attending this call. Before I comment on the current quarter result or the 9-month ended 2022, I would like to tell all of you, please review the last 4 quarter result. From the March 22, June 22, and September 22, December 22, you will find there is a growth in all the parameters, whether it is a operating profit is increasing quarter by quarter, whether it is a net interest income, it is improving quarter by quarter, and whether the other income is also improving, even the net profit also. Net profit, if you compare from the March 22 to the June, September, and December, there is a sequential growth in the net profit also. However, there is a decline in the net profit from this quarter to as compared to the YY. And even the gross NPA number, if you see the gross NPA number in terms of the amount and the percentage, similarly the net NPA in terms of the amount and the percentage, quarter by quarter there is a decline in the gross NPA, net NPA, and PCR is increasing. So this is my, if you see the last 4 result, so you will find lot of improvement in the Punjab National Bank in the financial result, and some of the things which is also not reflecting, I will try to cover in my deliberation also, like digital transformation. That is not in the coming in the, that is you are seeing the number. So we will also tell lot of work has been done in the last 1 year as far as the digital transformation is concerned. So coming to the number of the December quarter or the 9-month quarter ending 2022, gross business of the bank has increased by 9.80% to the figure of 20,67,116. The gross deposit increased by 7.37% to the and reached to the number of the 12.10 lakh crore. And the gross advances, there is a growth of 13.43% YOY, and it has increased to 8,56,757. A CASA, there is a growth of around 4%. Why there is a growth in the CASA is less as compared to the growth on the 7.37 in the deposit growth? Because if you see the January or the June also, the difference between the saving bank rate and the TD rate was very narrow. But if you see the today, the rate of interest being paid on the saving bank and the rate of interest being paid on the term deposit, let us take the example of our bank also. We are paying 7.25 to a deposit for 600 days. So if somebody is having their liquid money in the saving bank and saving bank is less than 3% also, so some of the depositor who were not earlier transferring the fund from the saving bank to the term deposit, now this trend we are seeing. So this is the reason there is a growth of the 4%. But if you see the percentage of the CASA, that is 43.72%. I think that is a good CASA ratio. If it above more than 40%, although we are trying to improve it, but my guidelines is we should remain in the 43 to 44%. Similarly, the RAM as on date is around 54% of the total advances, and our guidance is we want to increase to 55% because our focus area is the RAM. Come to the profitability number. Net interest income. Net interest income improved by 17.63% YOY. And if you see the quarter by quarter also, quarter to quarter also 10.98, because the last quarter number the NII was 8,271, which has improved to 9,179. And similarly, the other income has also improved around 23% of YOY, and operating profit is also improved by 12.60%. Operating profit of the last year in December quarter 2021, it was 5,076. It has improved to 5,716. And sequential quarter by quarter, which I just told you, so 12.60 is the operating profit up. Now come to the assets quality. Assets quality, if you see the gross NPA was 97,259 in December 2021, which has decreased to 83,585, and if you see the percentage 12.88, say it has reduced to 9.76. Similarly, the net NPA, which was 4.90 in December 2021, improved to 3.30. In terms of the amount, it was 33,800 plus crore in the December 2021, which has reduced to 26,363 crore. And PCR, which used to be around 81 to 82% in the December 2021, has improved to more than 85%. 85.17% is the number. And now come to the one more number which I forget to, net profit also. Net profit, if you see quarter by quarter, there is an increase by 53%, because if you see the net profit for the September quarter, it was 411, and today the net profit for the December quarter is 629, which is 53% up as compared to the last quarter. But if you see the YOY, there is a dip of around 44%, because the December 2021 the net profit was 1,127. Why it has reduced? There is a two major component. First is the AS15 provision. So AS15 provision, which normally used to be 400 crore rupees per quarter. This time we have made a provision of 1,330 crore rupees. I will give you the reason. And we have made the provision of 181 crore rupees of the wage revision also, because you may be all are aware, November 22 there is a wage revision due as per the pattern settlement. So 181 crore rupees we have made a provision for the wage revision. And what will be the impact of the wages on the pension and the gratuity also? That also we have provided. This is the reason ki 1,330 crore rupees we have provided for the AS15, and we have also made the provision for the PLI of around 79 crore, because if you see our operating profit the 9 month is more than the 7.5%, because as per the bipartite settlement, if your operating profit is more than 5%, so each and every employee is entitled for the 5 days PLI, 10% hai to 10 days. So we have made a provision of the 5 days PLI. So this is the reason of the net profit. Otherwise, you see the each and every number, whether it is the operating profit, whether it is a NII, other income, business growth, gross deposit, gross advance, saving, there is a positive growth except net NPA. So CT also, if it is CT one, so it was 10.99 in the December 2020. It is 10.84. If you see the total CR was 14.91 in the December 2021, and this time it is 15.15. So there is an improvement in the capital adequacy even in the tier 1. Tier 1 was 12.22% in the December 21. Even in the September 21, it was September 22, it was 12.20. So it is 12.21%. So we are adequately capitalized, because we have got the approval from the board for 12,000 crore rupees. 12,000 crore to raise in the current quarter, out of which 12,000 crore rupees, 5,500 by way of the 81 and 6,500 by way of the tier 2. So I am happy to share with all of you, we 81 against the approval of the 5,500, we have raised till first 9 months 3,240, and tier 2 में 4,000 crore rupees we have raised in the last quarter. So we are adequately capitalized in spite of the increase of the business. It is more than 15%. And coming to the cost of deposit, because on account of the increase in the interest rate, it was 4% in December 21 to now it has 4.15. Yield of advance has increased. It was 7.29 in December 21. It has improved to 7.35. Yield of investment also 6.28 is was December 21, improved to 6.62. Cost to income ratio, which I told you what is the reason, because the on account of the S15 provision, and NIM, it was 3.01 in December 21. It is improved to 3.30. Although I have given the guidance for the last year also, it is domestic NIM, and the global is the 2.93 to 3.16. Last time also I have given the guidance for the NIM कि it should be range around 2.8 to 3%. So I am also giving now this time also I am giving the guidance. It will be remain around 3% because some of the advances which are repo linked immediately reprice, but the deposit has to be repriced, although rate of increase, but it will take some time to reprice the deposit because the maturity they will be come for the renewal, so we have to pay the higher. So my guidance was the 3%, and two more guidance on the assets quality, because in the June quarter we have given the guidance ki gross NPA will be single digit in the March 23. So then September में we have revised ki because one single digit means maybe 9.99, 9.90. So we have given the guidance it will be around 9.5 because we have already reached 9.76. So I am again revising my guidance for the gross NPA. We are hopeful ki it will be around 9% by the March 23. And similarly, the guidance for the net NPA earlier we have given the it will be around 4%. Then we have revised our guidance September ki 3.5. So since we have already reached 3.30, so I am hopeful कि it will be below 3% by March 23. So two guidance I am revising. As far as one more thing which I have told you last time also, कि our endeavor is to how the recovery should be increased. Our endeavor was कि recovery should be more than the addition. If you see the last 3 quarters, June में our total recovery means some of the part of the recovery is coming in the operating profit on account of the TWO, some of the part of the recovery is coming in the interest income also. So I am taking total recoveries. The first quarter June में it was 7,057 where the addition was 6,468. So recovery was more than the addition. Similarly, in the September quarter, it was more than 8,500 total recovery, where the addition was less than 6,000 crore rupees. And if you see the number of the current quarter, also December quarter, the total recovery is 6,035, but addition has reduced substantially. Addition has reduced to 4,072. So we have reached to such a situation where recovery is quarter by quarter is more than the addition. And net profit, one thing I have told you, it is on account of the AS15 which I have given the figure. The another reason of little bit dip in the net profit is on account of the provision for the NPA. If you see the provision for the NPA, it was 3,654 in December 21, which has increased to 3,908. But on account of this, our provision coverage ratio, which was in the range of the 81%, 85%, it has increased. I am also giving the breakup of the slippage also. Total slippage is 4,072. Last time I also told ki there is no lumpy big account in our portfolio, which again I am confirming no big account is there. If you see the 4,072 slippage, agriculture mein 1,174 and MSME 1,502 and retail it is around 652 and medium and the large scale is 509. Others is 235. Even the big account in the current slippage is only 167 crore. Coming to the SMA2 number. SMA2 number was around 10,287 by the end of the 10,207 in December 2022. But as on date, against the 10,207, it is 4,816. And further, if you make the more than 5 crore rupees, it is 1,107 as on date. And the biggest account in the SMA2 is less than 100 crore. Big single account is the 93 crore rupees. And one more thing, as far as the quality of the advance is concerned, the March 22 May, our A and above rating account was 67% of the total portfolio, which has increased to 69%. And similarly, the NBFC, where we are having the maximum exposure of 1,27,832. A and above external rating account in the NBFC is 97.2%. As far as recovery from the NCLT account is concerned, as on date 559 cases is pending for the amount of 66,054, out of which 247 cases of an amount of 27,168 under liquidation, 19 case of 3,273 where NCLT has given the approval, which is the under the process of the resolution. Recovery of around 667 will come in that. And another the 38 cases of the outstanding of 511 where CSC has approved but NCLT has to approve. So where we will be recovering around 1,538 crore. So this is about the NCLT account. SMA I have covered, and provision coverage, PCR I have told you. One more thing I would like to tell you regarding this very important thing, because the issue was in the slippage in the RAM sector also. So we have also made a study. Last time also I have given the figure. New acquisition 1st July 2027, 31st December 2022, whatever new acquisition we have disbursed around 4,69,505 crore advance, out of which in this last 2.5 years the delinquency NPA is 898 only, which is coming 0.19% only. And I can give you the further breakup. Agriculture में 65,892 we have disbursed, where NPA is 106, it is coming 0.16%. MSME 39,000 plus, where delinquency 570, it is around 1.46. Retail में it is 0.27 around, and others means the corporate में 2,89,090 we have disbursed, where the NPA is 18 crore only. So it means 0.01% in the corporate basically. So this is giving the one of the good thing to us ki we have addressed the underwriting issue also, because if you are making NPA then recovery, what is the purpose if new acquisition is going to be NPA also? So this is, and one more thing, normally you ask ki how many in the floating and what is the fixed rate of interest. As on date only 7.4% is the fixed rate, 36% MCLR पे, 24% RLR, TBLR पे 10%, PNB RLR allied 13.9, base rate पे 3.5, foreign currency others में 4.20. So this is from my side. I think I have covered all the things, major things also, and I would like to answer all the question which from the analyst side. So once again I welcome all of you. Thank to the BNK also for holding this for the PNB.
Thank you, sir. So now we can start the Q&A session. Participants who wants to ask question, please click on the raise hand button. Also, you can type your question in the chat box. So we will wait for a moment for the question queue to assemble. Yeah, the first question is from Maruk. Maruk, request you to please unmute and
Hello. Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Please go ahead, Maru. I'm hearing you. Please
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead.
Yes, sir. Congratulations, sir, on your reduction in NPL and strong NII. So, sorry, but could you repeat the AS15 provision? And why is it so large? Will it recur in the next quarter?
Madam, देखिए point number 1, because this wage revision is due from the November 2022. So first we have made a provision for the 2 month, 181 crore rupees. If your salary is increasing, your DA is increasing, then your liability on the pension as gratuity is also likely to increase. So what I told you ki the AS15 provision, which normally used to be 500-600 crore rupees per quarter, this time we have taken 1,330 crore provided, because we have taken the impact of the wage revision on the pension and the gratuity also.
Right, sir. And the PLI provision is how much?
PLI provision we have made 79 crore for the 9 month based on the 5 days PLI.
Got it, sir. So, and just in terms of your loan growth, what will be your outlook?
Maru, देखिए 13.43% is the YOY growth which we have achieved in the December 2022. If I will give the further breakup, there is a growth of around 33% in the retail. Agri में it was basically flat 1.28%. RAM में combination of the retail, agri and the MSME it was 11.2%, and 9% plus was in the housing loan. So we are of the view कि the growth in the Punjab National Bank will remain in the same range 13 to 14%. So we last time we have given the around target of the 12%. So little bit we are revising considering the demand in the market, because the all the corporate who are having the working capital limit, they have started utilization. Some new project is also coming in the either in the steel or the cement industries. There is a good demand in the infra side also, road etc. And there is a good demand in the NBFC side. So 13 to 14% we are targeting. We will be achieving the growth in the current financial year. If good opportunity will come, so we will not allow to go the opportunity out of the hand of the PNB.
Got it, sir. Sir, and what will be your total restructured book, including any non-OTR MSME restructuring?
देखिए, as far as OTR 1 is concerned, as on date, standard restructuring is 3,263 OTR 1. OTR 2 is 9,062. Your question is कि in addition to that, other than the OT1 to MSME restructuring, that is 874.
Okay, sir. Okay, and sir, any standard provisions other than RBI mandatory provisions? What is the quantum there? Means one
देखिए,
is arbitrary.
10% we have to make the provision in the as per the OTR 5 of the May, and the other than whatever I told you 874, इसमें 5% provision is required, which we have given in the note to accounts also. 43 crore rupees provision is there.
Got it, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
The next question is from Bhavik Sir. Bhavik, request you to unmute and go ahead with your question.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Bhavik. Yeah, please go ahead.
So thanks for the opportunity. Sir, I understand recovery was strong this quarter also. So I just wanted to know how much would be the interest from recovery on return of accounts in the NII line? This was around
Interest on the interest on the recovery on the
in the NII line, net interest income line.
Can you further repeat? Interest on NII? What do you mean by NII? NPA recovery. It means interest on the NPA recovery.
Yeah, sir. Interest on NPA recovery in the interest income line.
Okay.
So how much would that be?
Yeah, the total recovery in this current quarter is 6,035, out of which 1,800 plus is the recovery from the return of account, and cash recovery is 1,820, upgradation is 1,327, remaining in the interest income.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. And sir, how much of the portfolio is still in morat, or everything is out of morat now?
Yeah, normally some of the account which are still in the moratorium, because as I told you 3,263 is the total OTR books in the OTR 1 and the 9,062 in the second book. So around 20 to 25% still month by month it is under the moratorium.
Okay, and sir, what would be the slippages around in the moratorium book? Or in the restructured book, I mean?
The restructured book may, if you see as on date also, 3,263, which is the standard. Otherwise, total implementation was 7,328. So 1,952 in the OTR 1 and 2,382 is in the OTR 2.
Okay, sir. And sir, I understand bank is sitting on great excess liquidity. Last quarter also LCR ratio was around 160%. So do we still hold that much excess liquidity? What would be the LCR ratio this quarter?
Okay, LCR ratio, so that will remain because we are having the excess SLR also. That is the major reason. Otherwise, there is no other reason also, because if you see the growth in the advances, that is much more as compared to the deposit growth. Because deposit growth is 7.37%, gross advance 13.43%. So liquidity ratio is on account of, because we are having the SLR and we are also utilizing the repo window also to take some time of the money from the market.
Okay, so sir, would it be at broadly similar levels or it would have come down to 150%?
It will remain 150 because as on date it is very difficult to sell off the SLR because on account of the increase in the rate of interest. So moment if rate of interest will go down, definitely we will be in a position to sell some of the excess SLR, otherwise not.
Okay, okay. And sir, so there was a negative 140 crore
Yeah,
yeah, and so
the
what would that be
investment
in
depreciation
provisions? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
that is on the investment because in the NPII we have made a recovery in the some of the account. That is the reason for reversal of the 141 crore.
Okay,
There is some
okay.
upgradation also NPI. Yeah.
And sir, in the overall deposit book, how much would be retail deposits? Sir, I understand we used to give this number couple of quarters back, but then suddenly, as in I could not find that in the presentation. So retail deposits would be CASA plus TD, and within TD it would be below 2 crores.
हाँ देखिए CASA will come in the real deposit and the core deposit means less than 2 crore rupees. If you see as on date, the core deposit is 5,67,983 and the aggregate term deposit is 6,64,827. So remaining is coming in the DRI.
Understood, understood. So that's it from my side, sir. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, Bhavik. Thank you very much.
Mr. Ashok Ajmera, request you to please.
Yeah,
unmute
can I
your
go
line.
ahead?
Yeah, please.
Okay, sir. Compliments to you, Goel Saab, and the entire team for yet another good quarter of good set of numbers.
Thank you,
As
Ajmera
you
ji.
said,
Thank
there,
you
sir,
very
I have
much.
got a couple of data points, and some
Yeah.
observations. Sir, my first
Please.
point is that in the last analyst meet, we had given a recovery target for the whole year of 32,000 crores. And just now, the breakup of the 3 quarter which you gave was total, if I total it up roughly, it is around 21,600 or 22,000 crore. Is that correct?
Yeah, you are very much right. 7,057, 8,500 plus 6,000. It is coming 21,000. And
600.
still we are maintaining. Whatever the guidance we have given 32,000 for whole of the year. Because reason behind it, because some of the big account which were expecting recovery in the December quarter, 3-4 big account, but on account of the legal issues, as a recovery has not come. So we are hopeful that we will recover in the March quarter. So our guidance is still as on date 32,000 crore rupees for whole of the year.
10,000
We are not
10,000
changing
crore
it.
we can assume for this January March quarter. Does it include NARCL recovery also?
Everything is there because NARCL may I may tell you also mostly NARCL may account will go only where the 100% provision there. If account is already written off, there will be no impact on the gross NPA or recovery in the gross NPA number. Yeah. Whatever the 15% we will get on the SR from that will be the only come in the recovery.
Sir, though I know that you don't comment on the specific company or the group, but the group which is in the news, it is an extraordinary circumstances. And even SBI tried to give the kind of guidance of that exposure on that group. Can you give some idea of your total exposure, including all their 9 companies and the SPVs?
It is around 7,000 crore.
Altogether, total about 7,000 crore.
Yeah, total. Yeah.
In that, is it the disbursed amount or even Mumbai Airport or things like that?
It is a total exposure. Whether because I am talking the exposure amount, outstanding is less because it is a total exposure where we have not disbursed also, and all the accounts are very good as far as our bank is concerned. We are having the exposure in around 10-11 companies. We are well immunized and all are cash generating assets. There is no issue as on date.
Good to know that, sir. Sir, some data points, sir. In note number 8, that the 100% provision of the fraud accounts have been made. But can I get some idea that was there any fraud provision in this quarter, so that to get the idea of the otherwise what would have been the profitability?
Normally in the September quarter also we have given the full detail ki whatever dispensations we have availed in the earlier quarter also. We have made a full provision in the last quarter itself. So around 200 crore rupees provision we have made in the current quarter also.
On this account,
Yeah. And
which
we have
may
not
or
taken
may
any dispensation.
which may or may not be there in the as a regular thing in the current quarter of January March, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sir, this pool acquired 2,701 crore. The tangible security is 49.14%, note number 16. What kind of pool is it? Is it that microfinance kind of things, or where the security coverage is only 49%, or is it including?
Meeraji, it is a three type of pool. It is a three type of the pool. It is a housing loan also. It is a SME also. It is a SME housing, and some is the unsecured also.
Okay, so some
And-
maybe
and-
some
and
account maybe.
for your information also, unsecured is behaving very well also, without any delinquency. Yeah.
And sir, you had said that to FY 2024 will be a golden year. You maintain the same statement now also?
Bilkul. You because I told you, if you see the last 4 quarter number from the March 22 to till date, you see there is a growth in each and every parameter. Profit is increasing, operating profit increasing, net profit increasing, net interest income is increasing, NIM is increasing, gross NPA is reducing, PCR is increased to 85%. If PCR is increased to 85%, it means we will not be required to make more provision. Aging provision requirement will also less in the 23-24. So whatever statement I have told, I still maintain that.
Mr. Sowaj, may I request you to please come back in the question queue, as there are other participants also waiting. The next question is from the line of Asles. Asles, request you to please unmute and go ahead. Asles, request you to please go ahead with your question. I think he is not audible. There is some technical glitch. So we'll take the next question from Ruchika. Ruchika, request you to please unmute and go ahead with your question.
Set of numbers. So I had a question on staff costs. So apart from wage buffer type provisions and PLI provisions, are there any other one-offs during the quarter? Because even if we exclude those one-offs, it is still up by 30% on sequential basis. And what should be the normalized staff cost?
Normalized staff cost is all on the same type. There is no much increase in the normal staff cost. If you see our note, because whatever I told you, the provisioning which we have made, additional provision we have made around 830 crore, which I just explained, ki on account of the because there is a 5 basis point reduction in the GSEC, as well as the provision of the gratuity and the pension on account of the wage revision. This was the reason. Otherwise, 500 is the normal provision AS 15 and 830 is the more than that. Or 181 crore rupees wage revision I told you. Otherwise, if you reduce the 1,331, 181, 79, so you will find it is on the same line.
Okay, sir. And so my next question is, how much is the provision coverage ratio on the security receipts book as of December 22?
100%.
100%. Okay.
Yeah.
And sir, any plans for equity capital raise in the near term?
Okay, as far as capital raise is concerned, first we are well capitalized because our capital adequacy is more than 15%. We have got the approval of the board for 12,000 crore rupees out of 5,500 for the 81, 6,500 for the 82. We against which the 5,500 we have only raised in 3 tranches, 3,000, 3,240 and 4,000 we have raised in the tier 2. I think tier 2 there is no need, immediate need. for the current quarter, means January to March. However, we will try to raise some money in the AT1 also, whatever the remaining amount is available or part of the remaining amount, if we are finding rate of interest of our choice. Otherwise, there is no immediate need.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. All the best.
Thank you, Ruchika.
The next question is from Asles. Asles, request to now please unmute.
Hi, sir. I hope you can hear me. The first question is
Yeah.
on the retail book. You have given a breakup of it into core retail, which is about 1.3 lakh rupees out of a total retail book of 1.8 trillion. So what are the segments in this non-core retail book? Because it seems to have grown quite sharply at about 150% YOY.
देखिए
which are-
नॉन कोर रिटेल में ये असलेस क्या है, सपोज वी आर परचेजिंग पूल डेट वी although it will come under the retail, but core retail की बात है, core retail means whatever we are doing from the branches. Sometime we are also purchasing the IBPC. Suppose we have purchased the IBPC of the retail also, that is coming under the retail. This is the reason we are giving the core retail and the other also.
Okay, sir. Understood. Thank you. And secondly, on the overseas book, that also has grown quite well at 70% YOY. If I understand right, the margins in the domestic corporate market have gone up now. So do we still see any merit in growing the overseas book now?
देखिए, this overseas book is a mix of the loan to the corporate as well as to bank also. So if I see, major portion is to the bank also.
Okay, sir. Perfect. And lastly, we saw some good recovery from return of accounts this quarter. Is there any lumpy account over there?
There was no lumpy account. 5 CS account, some of the small account, we have got the recovery. Some of the sale to the ARC also. So 1,800 we have received this quarter. 4-5 big amount was also there account. Yeah.
Okay, perfect, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll take a couple of questions from the chat box. So the first question in the chat box is, if you can please reconfirm the wage provision number which you mentioned in your opening remarks. I think you have mentioned rupees 8 billion on GSEC movement. You have done provision, rupees 1.8 billion on wage bipartite and some PLI provision, and totaling to 10.79 billion. Is this number correct? That is the first question.
देखिए, Suraj, I can again repeat. First, wage revision for 2 months, November and December, we have made a provision of 181 crore rupees. Second, we have made a provision of the PLI, performance link incentive, considering the 5 days PLI for 9 months. 79 crore is this. Third is the AS15 provision. AS15 provision में 500 crore is the normal provision we used to make. An additional 830 crore rupees provision is on account of the two reasons. One is the because GSEC rate, which was 7.60 in the September, has reduced to 7.5. So this is the one of the reason to increase some of the AS15. Another is, which I told you, on account of the wage revision. So what will be the impact of the wage revision on the pension liability or schedule liability? We have also provided among the 830 crore. The total is become the 1330. AS15 total is 1330.
Okay. The next question from the chat box is, if you can sir mention what is the outstanding DTA as on December 31st, 2022.
DTA outstanding, it is 25,000.
Okay. And the third question from the chat box is, sir, on the standard asset provisioning number. So you have made around 4.7 billion of standard asset provisioning in 3Q. If you could elaborate on this, I mean, what this pertains to. Yeah, that is
It is a two type of provision. If there is an increase in the advances, then you have to make a provision considering the size of the asset, 40.40, 0.25, 1.25 on the commercial. The major portion in this provision is in the standard account. If account is more than 2,000 crore rupees, as per the June 7, 2019 circular, we have made a provision of the 2 account in that. That is the major reason.
Okay, understood. Okay,
20% we have to provide in that. Yeah.
okay, understood. So we'll take the next question. It is a follow-up question, I think, from Maruk. Maruk, you can unmute and go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thank you so for taking my question again. So, firstly, in interest income, is there any interest on tax refund? And if you at all have the, how much is it?
355 crore. 355 crore rupees. There is a income of the interest on the income tax refund.
And what was it last quarter in Q2 23?
Last quarter, it was around. It was nothing. It was zero basically.
Okay, and sir, this interest on recovery that you highlighted earlier, you gave up the break. You gave us the breakup of 6,035 into 3-4 buckets. So this interest on recovery was how much in the second quarter?
It is, madam. It is normally it is in the range of the 400 to 500 crore rupees. So every quarter, there is no exceptional recovery of the interest. This I can confirm in this quarter.
Okay, so it's similar to last quarter.
Similar to quarter. Hardly there will be a difference of the 50 to 75 crore rupees. It is on the same line. Yeah.
Got it, sir. Got it. Makes sense. And so my other question was, I didn't follow this breakdown of standard advances that you gave on the June 7 circular. Could you please elaborate?
Yeah. If any account is having exposure more than 2,000 crore, and if there was a no resolution plan after even the account has become regularized, so we have to make a provision 20% as per the June 2019 circular. So in this quarter, we have made a provision in the 2 account. That is the major reason.
Okay. And so you said that there was one large NPL. You gave the figure and slippage also. Which sector does that belong to? It's not a big number. I think you said 167 crore or something like that.
That is the logistics sector. Yeah. That is a logistics sector. Yeah. That we will, I think, in times to come, we are in a position to recover also, because it was downgraded in some of the accounts, some of the bank, it is running regular also. It is from the logistics side. Yeah.
And so these 2 accounts on which you provided according to June 7 circular, they are into which sectors?
One is the power sector. Another is the that is chemical. I think chemical industry. Yeah.
But these are private, or there's state power as well in this?
Madam, I think you should not ask. I have told you 2 account.
Okay.
Because otherwise it will not appropriate on our part to give the name, etc. Also, I have given the segment also. Only 2 accounts we have made.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Maru, you were asking one thing. I can give you the exact number also. The September quarter mein recovery from the NP account which was booked in the interest 652. It is 593 in the current quarter. So what I tell you, 500 to 600 k near about it remains here.
Okay. So the next question is from follow-up from Asles. Asles, requested to please unmute.
I said just one last question. If I look at the GNPL ratio in the housing book, that is still pretty elevated at around 4%. What is the outlook on the quality of this book now? Why is it still?
I have given you the
Asles.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. If you see the existing percentage, 4%, it is on many higher side. It was 4% in the September 22. Little bit it has reduced 3.8% in December 2022. But I have given you that new acquisition. I fully agree with you, and we are making effort to recover on the housing loan, because there is a tangible securities available. Retail which I told you from the new acquisition from the 1st of the July 2020, because it includes all type of the retail. It is hardly 0.27%. Whether it is a education loan, whether it is a loan against house, loan against vehicle also. It is hardly 0.27%. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
The next question is from Jay. Jay, request you to please unmute.
Yeah, hi sir. Sir, my question is on your net NPA, right? So now we have come down to 3.3 and it has been a steady progress in the last 3-4 quarters. I wanted to understand, sir, going into FY24, you had said that maybe by March we will come down to 3% or below. But how do you want to sort of see this number going down in FY24? Because on net NPA, we are slightly behind most of the peers. Others have come down to 2% or below. So, what would be your strategy to, bring down net NPA further, or at the same time, sort of a look at ROA also? So that is what the question is, sir.
Mudra, you have asked very right question because you have categorically asked whether you want to improve ROA, whether you want to improve the net NPA number. Because if you increase one number, the another impact. But if you see 3.80 was the number in the September, which has reduced to 3.30 because whatever guidance I have given, 3%, because earlier we have given 3.5 for the March 23. Now we are revising, we will be less than 3%. So whatever, we are trying our level best to make the recovery, and we have reached to such a situation where addition is less than the recovery, because I have given you the data for the all the 3 last quarter. That is our endeavor, and our slippage number, if you see, slippage number in the June quarter 6,468, September May it was less than 6,000 crore. And in this quarter it is around 4,000 crore. It is 4,072 only. So we are thinking ki number will reduce, addition number will reduce quarter by quarter. But whatever you are asking guidance for the 24, I will give the guidance after March result for the next financial year. And we are trying our level best, because if you see 75 basis point every quarter we are reducing in the gross NPA and around 50 basis point in the net NPA. And I fully agree with you ki number of our bank, whether it is a gross NPA or net NPA, it is, if you see the industry, it is on higher side. That I fully agree with you, and we are making effort. Our all team from the recovery department working day and night for recovering in the NPA account. All the tools, whether it is SARFAESI, whether it is NCLT, whether it is a OTS, we are. And one more thing I would like to tell you, Mudra, we have launched one digital platform, EOTS, where all the account up to 10 lakhs rupees, borrower is not required to visit to the branches without any intervention. So OTS of up to 10 lakh rupees will be through system only, and we are having big chunk of the account less than 10 lakh rupees. So we are thinking ki if this EOTS scheme is very good, so good number of the small account will be reduced.
Right, sir. And sir, on your exposure to the 7,000 crore that you mentioned, right, this is all inclusive, right? Fund, non-fund, and bond exposure, if any.
Mudra, it is including each and everything. I can give you further breakup for your clarity. 6,300 is the funded exposure. Even unavailed also included in that. Outstanding is less. But when we are talking about the exposure, fund-based exposure 3,300 around, and the 700 is the non-funded, and investment is 42 crore rupees. So it is around 7,000 crore. Yeah. Outstanding plus to be disbursed, investment, funded plus non-funded. And it is around 10-11 company. We are not having very big exposure in a single account. All our account are generating sufficient cash to repay the loan dues. Yeah.
Right, right. Okay, great, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. That is all from my side.
One more thing for Mudra, for your further clarity, because I have told you 6,400 is the funded exposure, but outstanding is only 3,000. I have added around 4,000, 3,000 crore rupees, which is unavailed. If you see the actual outstanding, it is much less. It is 50% of the total exposure, which I told you.
Understood, sir. Sir, couple of questions again on the chat box. So first question, the NIMS outlook that you have given for 3% in the near term, is that for global NIMS or that is the domestic NIMS only? That is the first question.
Global. I am Suraj. I am giving global for the 3%. Yeah, which is
Okay.
3.16% as on date. 3% we will be in a position to achieve. Although last time I have given 2.8 to 3. Yeah.
Understood, sir. The second question from the chat box is, sir, if you can just provide the overall all-inclusive SMA 0, 1, and 2 number for the bank as a whole, which you normally provide after the
Okay.
results.
Okay. Suraj, December 22, SMA 0 is 57,082, SMA 1 is 8,208, and SMA 2 10,207. The total is coming 75,497. If you ask the latest number also of the 25th January, latest of the SMA 0 is 17,169, 8,747 SMA 1, and 4,816. So this 75,000 number has reduced to 30,732 because it is a matter of the account. I may clarify also. If some of the account, they have to make the EMI on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th of the 5th. Moment we are debiting the interest on the 31st itself. So it is coming under the SMA 0. We are changing our system also. And this is the reason this number of the 57,082 has SMA 0 has reduced to 17,169. Further, more than 5 crore rupees out of this 4,860 SMA 2 hardly is 1,107 as on date. And even if you ask me further backup of the maximum amount of the SMA 2, that is only one account is 93 crore.
Okay, understood. And this, sir, one more question on the chat box is that the CET number that you were reporting, that is inclusive of 9-month PAT or it is exclusive of 9-month PAT?
No, PAT is never PAT as per the Basel guidelines. PAT is never added while calculating the CET1 in between also. Only the PAT will be included in the March 2023.
Okay, understood, sir. The last question from the chat box is on the, sir, benchmark based loans behavior. So you have mentioned PNB RRR scheme, which is something around 13.9% or 14% of your loan book. So how is the behavior here? Similarly, on the MCLR linked loan, how does the repricing happen? So as of now, how much of this book has already been repriced and how much the rate has been passed on and how much yet to pass on?
देखिए सूरज 36% book is based on the MCLR. So it will be repriced on the due date. Maybe some of the 1 month, some of 3 months, some of the one year. So gradually it is going to shift. Second, RLLR. RLR is around 24%, which we have already repriced because very next day, whatever the loan on the based on the RLR, it is repriced. The third is the TBLR. 10.5% is the TBLR. TBLR is normally for the loan less than 1 year. So normally if we are giving for 3 months or 6 months, so ye keep on changing. Fourth is the PNB RLLR Elite. That is around 13.9%. So this is also based on the RLLR also. The moment RLR repo is revised, so immediately has been revised. So only MCLR is to be repriced in the times to come. Otherwise, RLR only repriced, you may think TBLR also because it is very short-term loan, PNB Elite also. Base rate and the that is hardly 3.5%. So fixed may only 7.4%. So maximum part which is linked to the RLR already repriced.
Okay, understood, sir. Okay, the next question is from the line of, I think it is a follow-up question from Mr. Ashok Ajmera. Mr. Ashok, request you please unmute.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity again. Sir, one point is on the treasury segments, treasury income. The profit segment wise you see is very good, 1,940 crore as compared to 1,832. And now going forward also, we feel that the rates are peaked out and maybe is very small percentage of another 0.25 or something maybe raised. So what are your views on that and how do we stand on in the treasury book from the point of view of the overall profitability of the treasury in trading as well as the mark to market? I mean the profitability in the book going forward.
Yeah, Ajmera ji, your question is very valid. देखिए, when we talk about the treasury book, we have to consider 3 points. What is the yield of the advances? What is
Yes.
the real treasury profit? Third is what is the impact of the mark to market. So first, if you see the interest yield on the investment, it was 6.28 in the December 2021 and 6.56 it was in the September quarter, which has improved to 6.62. It means we have purchased the new assets also where we are getting the higher yield, and we have shifted some of the assets which are sold, which are carrying the a negative return. As far as your profit is concerned, profit, if you see, this is only 110 in this quarter as compared to 614 which we have
Yes.
won in the December 21 quarter. This you are aware, you are a chartered accountant. It is a function of the interest rate movement. If interest rate fall, definitely we will be in a position to make the profit. Otherwise, it is very difficult. And third is the mark to market loss. So we have already provided in the June itself what is the mark to market. If you see as on date, what is my M duration? It is around 2.8. So if even there is a change in the interest rate on the impact side, so we will not be much impact on the mark to market losses.
What is the modified duration of the FS?
AFS and AFS as well as the HFT, it is
Yeah.
2.73 as against 3.17 in the last quarter.
All right, sir. Point well taken. Sir, last question is on the NBFC side. You said that you see the growth outlook in the credit of infra, road, and NBFC. So, where do we stand on the NBFC front as far as your internal policy is concerned, the percentage wise, and how much room is still there? Secondly, are we getting a much better yield now from the NBFC onward lending, co-lending, and also the opportunity in pool buy?
Yeah, okay, it is a mix of whether we are doing the direct lending, then you have to see which type of NBFC you are selecting. As on date, my exposure to the NBFC is 1,27,832, and there is a exposure is available as on date also. But that depends on the rating also. Whatever I am telling you, exposure if we have to take, that is a rating wise also. Even as on date, 97% is A and above. So we are very selective by taking the exposure in the NBFC. And your question whether the yield has improved, because definitely if there is a increase in the interest rate on account of the change in the repo also, so definitely we are giving the loan to the NBFC at much higher rate which we are earlier proposing. Pool may definitely, if you segregate the pool and the direct funding to the company, pool may you will get better return, because the pool may, if delinquency is there, that you have to own, which is not in the case of the if you are direct lending to the AAA or AA company to the NBFCs.
And co-lending space, sir?
Co-lending may be definitely sometime, Ajmera ji, it depends on which type of association you are making, which type of NBFC.
No,
Whether
what you
MFI,
already have. I mean, what co-lending arrangements you already have, and
co-lending
what kind of book you have
arrangement
built?
is very ये
Very
co-lending
less.
arrangement is very less as on date in our,
Okay.
but pool में we are getting return. Pool में there is a good exposure we have taken in the last 6 months. तो उसमें we are earning good, and the NPA is also very less.
And sir, last sir, you had given that 7,000 crore figure. I just want to know how much is disbursed out of that.
मीरा जी, मैं आपको बताया, देखिए, अगेंस्ट कॉस्ट ऑफ द रिपीटेशन, 7,000 इज द टोटल एक्सपोजर. एक्सपोजर मीन्स disbursed or non-disbursed. Funded exposure is around 6,300. If see the outstanding, out of 6,300, outstanding is 3,000 only, and the non-funded is 700 around, and investment is only 42 crore.
That's a great data point, sir, which you have given, which is what I wanted actually, to have a clear view on our bank, because everybody is concerned about that. Thank you very much, sir, and all the best to you for the next quarter and next year. Definitely, bank will do well under your dynamic leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajmera ji.
The next question is from Mr. Rakesh Kumar. Mr. Rakesh Kumar, request to please unmute. Mr. Rakesh Kumar, request to please unmute and go ahead with the question.
Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, audible Rakesh ji.
Yeah. Hi, sir. How are you?
Fine, Rakesh ji, how are you? Yeah.
Fine, sir. Thanks. So just two questions. Firstly, on this return of loan outstanding. So we have now close to 94,000 crore return of pool.
Yeah. Not pool, entire TWO.
Yeah, entire TWO. So,
Yeah.
so number has been, pretty static. If we look at, from March end we had 98,000 crore approximately.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and we recover close to around, 10 to 12% every year, like on a rolling basis. If we see, that is the run rate we have reported for the last 4 or 5 years. Uh, so, uh, so the opportunity is very high here to, to make the recovery from this return of pool. So the number what we have given, so can we have larger recovery from the TWO return of pool, or the number is what you have given remains the same?
Okay, 10% we are targeting. Rakesh ji, whatever you are saying, 10%, if you take the 90,000 is the total TWO number. We are also targeting at least every year we should recover 9,000, but that is not the case. If you see the number of the last 4-5 quarter, it is in the range of the 1,000 or 1,200. Only this particular quarter we could be able to recover 1,800 crore plus. So your question, because you have another told the number is on the similar, whatever we are recovering, suppose we have recovered 4,000, 5,000, even 9,000, so we are making some additional TW also, so number will remain. It is a basically gold mine for the Punjab National Bank. You have rightly told that there is a lot of chance available for the making the recovery out of this TW also.
Correct. And secondly, sir, like we have seen in case of other banks also, so, reduction in SAR deposit composition is quite understood. But car deposit, like we have seen couple of banks have reported, contraction in the car deposit outstanding number. So we have to see how the industry number is panning out. But that is what we have seen in couple of banks numbers also, including our bank. And on the contrary, what we see that, credit growth number remains pretty strong. So, uh, so, so at one hand, like, there is the number is indicating that at the industry level, our customer base is like, having lower amount of savings, and then our credit growth to those segments are also increasing. So bit of a contradiction is there. So if you can help us understand what is exactly happening.
Rakesh, the challenge will remain there, because if you see the credit growth is between 16 to 17%, even in the RBI report also, and growth in the deposit is 9%. But as far as liquidity is concerned with the bank also, because most of the bank is having excess SLR, so that is not a matter of worry. But on account of this, CD ratio has improved. If you see the CD ratio of our bank also, CD ratio which used to be run around 68% has increased to 70%. And if time will come, if some yield will favor, because if there is a reduction in the interest in times to come also, so we will be in a position to liquidate some of the excess SLR also. If we are not as on date also, so there is a window available from the market where we can raise the fund against securities also. That is not a issue, but challenge will remain there, whatever you are telling, because there is a significant gap in the deposit as well as in the credit as on date. It is a not only in our bank, it is the issue of the banking industry.
Correct. Correct. No, I was also referring to the point that is there a reduction in the efficiency of our customers, operating profit generation. So is that also the case that the cash generation by the corporates or the mid-sized corporates, has come down, and which is reflecting in the car balances across the banks?
No, that is not the issue, Rakesh ji. If you see the car is always fluctuating. The car is always fluctuating because nobody want to keep the money in the car if they are availing the limit from the bank also. So sometime काम है, if you see sometime it is a one day figure also. So that is not a much issue, because what we are doing, we are also trying to make the increase in the CASA, because that is a growth in the 4%. So we are providing the digital platform either for the instant saving bank account. We are giving the focus for the salary account. We are giving the focus to the government deposit also. So we are taking a lot of initiative, and lot of initiative we have taken in the digital transformation, not only on the deposit side also, even in the lending side also, because now we are opening the instant saving bank account. See, instant saving bank account also, and this is the reason. Otherwise, there is no issue also, because 43% is the very good number. 43% is the very good number. And if you see the investment cycle is showing the increasing trend, because on account of the credit has increased, current account this is the one of the reason has declined, because sometime they want to use their own money into the investment side also.
Correct. So that is a bigger worry, that they are corporates are going for treasury investments and they are not going for capex.
No. देखिए, I may tell you, Rakesh ji, earlier there was no demand from the corporate for the capital expansion. Now they are coming because on account of this NCLT etc. Also behavior of the customer has changed. Now they want to put their money as in the form of the capital. Then for the remaining amount they are coming for the only for the loan. Earlier was the position was different. They were not investing anything. They were taking the loan, entire thing. They were taking the money, because now they have seen if they will not invest out of their own. So if something happen wrong to the company will go out of their hand. ऐसा नहीं है, they are not investing in the treasury, so they are utilizing, even they are borrowing less. Because I may tell you, Rakesh ji, earlier the people used to say that banks are risk averse. Now banks are not risk averse, even the corporate has become risk averse. Only they are taking the debt money where they are very certain that if something happen wrong to the company also, company will not go out of their hand.
Correct. Totally agree, sir. Totally agree. Thanks a lot for the
Total behavioral change. Yeah.
very nice thing. Very nice. Thank you. Thanks a lot for the elaborate clarification, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Rakesh ji.
The next question is from the line of Rishikesh. Request you to please unmute and go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Rishikesh, please go ahead. You are audible.
Thank you. Sir, can you please indicate on credit cost for Q4 and next year FY24?
Yeah, I can give you the data for the December 21. The credit cost was 3,654. In terms of the percentage, it was 1.97. December 22, 3,908. It is 1.87. In the September 22 also 3,555, 1.76. And June 24 it was 4,814. It is 2.46. Whole of the year we are giving the guidance. We will be below 2%, around 2% or below 2%.
And for FY24, any indication, sir?
24, I will give the guidance only when we will declare the result of the March 2023, because Ajmera ji has just told that 23-24 will be your golden year. So I have maintained my comment also that it will be a golden period for the Punjab National Bank.
Okay, and sir, regarding your cost to income levels, where do you see your cost to income levels going ahead?
Cost of income, if you see for the particular quarter, has increased around 54% on account of this AS15 also. If you see the 9-month position, it is on the same line between the 50 or 51%. So I am hopeful that for whole of the year, it will remain within the range of the 50%.
Okay, that was helpful. Thank you.
Okay, last 3 questions, sir, from the chat box. First question is, sir, what is your tech spend as a percentage of overall OPEX? Second question, sir, bipartite wage revision is done assuming what percentage of salary hike?
Okay. 2 questions. What was your first question, Suraj?
Sir, first question is, what is the tech spend or technology spend as a percentage of overall OPEX?
Oh, okay. Technical spend. Okay. I will give the second question first. Yeah, this bypass settlement, which I told you 181 crore rupees we have provided, it is around 10% of the total wage. And the first point, what is the tax spend? It depends on it change quarter by quarter. Because I told you that last 1 year, we have taken a lot of initiative for the technical upgradation, cyber securities, and the new product also. So as on date, whatever the budget we are got the approval from the bank, around 1,000 crore की करीब हमारा खर्चा कितना? Around 1,000 crore rupees we have spent last year on the technology upgradation. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sir, one more question is there. What is the exposure and outstanding to one of the stressed telecom company?
Telecom company, I do not find any exposure which is under stress as on date. I don't find. Yeah.
Sir, I think the question that
Just a
participant
minute.
is trying to-
Let me check up. I have 5 accounts. Maybe there is no issue. There is no issue. No issue. As on date, I do not find any exposure. Today I am having the exposure of 9,165 in 5 company. All 5 company are doing as on date. Yeah.
I think, sir, the question the participant was trying to ask about Vodafone, I believe.
तो Vodafone is as on date देखिए वो तो already the conversion has been made in the equity also. Whatever the payment they have to make to the government, the part has been converted into. We are having the exposure in the Vodafone also, but as on date it is okay. There is no issue. Vodafone is okay as on date. Vodafone as on date there is no issue. Suraj. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Why should we
Any
think
ballpark
negative for
number,
the
sir?
future?
Any ballpark number, sir? Any ballpark number on the exposure?
Number I am having, but it is not appropriate to give the particular number for a particular company. 9,165 is the total number. It is the exposure of the 5 company, and 5 companies are doing good.
Right, sir. Right. Understood. Okay, sir. With this, that was the last question. I now hand over to you for any closing remarks if you have, sir.
Thank you, Suraj. Thank you very much for arranging this con call for the very renowned analyst person. Like all are very good, Maru, Ajmera, everything. And I may place on the record, we are getting good support from all the analysts also and good suggestion also. Whatever suggestion they are giving, whatever the question they are asking, we are rethinking also what we can do better in the next quarter. So I think bank is on the very right path. If you see the result which I told in my initial remark for the last 4 quarters, March, June, September, December, there is a very good performance in all the parameters. This giving the core efficiency of the bank. So we are on the very right path of the growth, and we will see whatever number will be in the March, and definitely 23, 24, whether it is a credit cost, whether it is a addition, whether it is a underwriting, it will be very good for the bank. So with this word, once again, thank you and all the team of the analysts who have attended this webinar through virtual mode. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And
Thank
that
you, Suraj.
concludes today's con call. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Namaste.